This is Jessie with Redbud Farm. I'm going to talk about Redbud quite a day, aka Evan, and how I started him. We have a small breeding operation. We usually have one or two. In Evan's year, we had three babies on the ground. The mares all live together out in a big field, and the babies are born and kept separate for a little bit, and then they go out all together. We don't mess with them a whole lot as little ones. They'll get trimmed, they get a halter on, um, they'll get brushed occasionally, but for the most part, they are just horses. I think I put a saddle on Evan as a 2-year-old because I just thought he was so cute, but basically, ours don't come up until the summer of their 3-year-old year to get messed with. My wife Betsy and I break them as a team. One of us holds them, the other one climbs on. Evan was pretty reasonable. You saw on the first attempt he was a little scooty, but second attempt he was a good dude. And I just swing up there, give him a pat, sit on him for a second, and then hop off. Over the next week or so, I build on that, maybe get led around the next day, and then practice a little bit of steering in this courtyard area on my own until I can go out in the open field and hack them around. I like to use the rope halter like this so that they understand it because that's what they've been led in and out with, and they understand the nose pressure a little better. And then I can start adding some trot and canter in out in the big open field. It doesn't really matter to me where they're going as long as they're going forward when I ask and whoaing when I ask and not trying to take me back to the barn or go to their friends, which they do at the very beginning. It's not always real pretty at the beginning. There's a lot of manual steering and pony kicking, but it gets them broke pretty fast. We don't have a ring, so we just have to ride them out in the big world. And I actually prefer it because if they're going to do something real silly, then there's not a whole lot they can run into. All of the ones I've started have been very reasonable. Nothing has really been rank or tried to like bolt back to the barn. Usually I have someone else out there at the beginning, an older horse to kind of keep them company, but this has always been really successful for me. We start by just doing a lot of playing. We walk over little ditches like this, start with little logs on the ground. I always start them with solid fences because I think they understand them better than poles and rails, but also they know that they're not going to fall down if they touch them. That basically gets us caught up to when we leave for Florida in November. They are not real broke at this point. They basically continue the same as at home. We ship places, they can jump some scarier cross-country fences. We went to a few little jumper shows that happen each week here in Ocala so that they could experience some atmosphere and get in the ring and have to jump a group of fences all together. Evan has always been really easy to the jumps. He just has an innate sense of how to get there and pick up his feet. He is much harder on the flat. He is very wiggly and also short, so he looks tight. And also, when you steer him, he just goes out the shoulder one way or the other. So we are working on it. I don't do a whole lot of drilling in the ring. Maybe I should do more, but I just want to keep it fun still. He's very trainable, and he doesn't get worked up about going in the ring even when you ship places. So I think once he learns how to hold the connection a little better, he will put in a very good test, despite not being the biggest horse and being a little bit short coupled. So I'm very excited about him.